Welcome back, people. We got some more CoD for you. Hey, a few things have changed since I started playing this. I've knocked off 1 and even 2 score streaks because there's just other things that fit my play style, and I'm not worried about the score streaks. The exo abilities, I'm only using ping, and I use ping for when the action gets a little slow and it helps me find people. So out of all the exo abilities, that's the one that seems to help me the most. I've used some cloak, but it's just not doing much for me. And as you look through these, you can see that I've doubled up on some of my perks, and so far these combinations for my playstyle are working quite well. This explosive drone by itself on this IMR setup, I've switched that out to just a frag grenade because 1 isn't really doing what I wanted it to do. You saw the other setup where I had 2 of those spikes, and I'm going to try and set up some ambush type style areas and see how that goes. And I'll bring that footage to you as I get it. Now, I had to remind myself of a couple strategies for TDM on my playstyle. 1, slow down. 2, well, mainly 2 has to do with 1, slow down because I overshoot, over-aim my target. And another one, as you just saw in the previous kill, get the darn gun up. I'm shooting too low. People die faster when you hit them in the upper chest or higher. And the other is I don't always have to reload my magazine. It doesn't take a full magazine when it's a well-aimed shot to kill somebody. So stop wasting my time reloading a lot. And speaking of reloading, that fast hands, it's great for swapping weapons, but it doesn't help you do a darn thing with the reloading. I wish it would, but I guess I could always do the dual mags. I haven't tried that yet, so I mean that would help every other one. But yeah, I would like it if fast hands helped with the reloading as well as the swapping back and forth. Because with my style, I have a tendency to forget to swap to my secondary. I hardly use the darn thing. And you do not see this every day, me on a 5 kill streak. It shocked me as well. I know. I hope you're all sitting down. It shocked me as well. Now, there was something else I wanted to mention about setups. What was it? Oh, yeah. I've 2 or 3 of mine changed it up a little bit since this video. I'm starting to run more and more silencers, and that's working out really well. So for the remainder of this video, because I don't have too much to talk about CoD, and I wanted to show the whole gameplay here, I'm going to tear into a little story. And I haven't done that in a while. And this story is about a drunkard, traitor, thief, incompetent, and commander of the U.S. Army. I'm going to talk about America's worst general. We all know America's great generals, Washington, Grant, and Eisenhower, to name but a few. Chances are, however, you've never heard of a man who may well be America's worst general. Excuse me. His name was James Wilkinson, and his resume is a litany of corruption and treachery. During the American Revolution, he plotted to overthrow General Washington. He later conspired with Aaron Burr to lop off a few states and turn them into an independent country. He eventually informed on Burr to save his own skin. Winner of a guy here. While serving as a U.S. Army general, he also spied on America for Spain. Spanish archives show that Agent 13, as they called him, was well paid for his reports. He even took an oath of allegiance to the King of Spain. Appointed clothier general of the army, he had to resign the post after an audit suggested he was siphoning off money for himself. He was such a military blunderer that during an invasion of Canada in the War of 1812, his force of 4,000 was repulsed by a mere 180 Canadians. Chalk one up for the Canadians. Of course, he was so high on alcohol and laudanum that he may not have even noticed. In spite of all the scandals, he rose through the ranks to become Commander-in-Chief of the American Army in 1796. He was a master of intrigue, an expert at covering his tracks, and a consummate flatterer who cultivated friends in high places. 3 court-martials, several congressional investigations, and numerous boards of inquiry failed to lay a finger on him. General James Wilkinson, a scoundrel, a sneak, a spy, and a survivor. Now here's a few quotes from people. Historian Robert Leckie, excuse me if I mispronounced the name, a general who never won a battle or lost a court-martial. Here's one from President James Monroe. I would rather be shot than serve under Wilkinson. Virginia Congressman John Randolph, the most finished scoundrel that ever lived. I don't know what a finished scoundrel is, but anyway, there's the quote. A traitor to every cause he embraced, historian Samuel Morrison. Alrighty, I never heard of this, what's his name? See, I can't even remember his name. James Wilkinson, but there you go. America's worst general. Alrighty, people, thank you very much for listening. This video is coming to a close. I appreciate you stopping by. And I get about, 17 kills out of this one. Not too bad for me, people. Alrighty, folks. As always, remember, play hard. You have probably earned it. You all take care, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye, all.
Looks like you just added a few zeros to those bonus checks, gentlemen. Good work.